guys, how you doing? Giver Loser here, and this is gonna be part 3 for Alegrias, and we're gonna learn how we're gonna apply in our rhythm, in our combas, a few more texture techniques using golpe, which means a percussive hit of the nail on the wood of the guitar, tapas, or using middle, ring finger, even pinky or both together as I like to do it, on the lower part of the guitar. Without it, sounds something like this. So we've got these sounds coming out, and you can apply them right on your chord progression. Now, if you just came up across this video by random, I would suggest first following the first and the second lesson to get a little bit of understanding of how a 12 count works in flamenco, and then we'll see easier how to apply it now. Now, let's first learn the most easy one, which I think is using the thumb. As we're moving up and down with the index, down, up, down, up, down, up, we add this twisting motion of the wrist. Try to practice to just touch the back of your nail on the strings at the same time you're tapping on the wood. Looks very strange, yes, it's like a claw. And slowly, just let the muscles of the index finger just go forward, together. I'm not sure if I can do it much slower, but you first want to practice like this, then add together. Now you can have this upward straight away, and that's when you do the tilt to go back, to get ready to go back to the hit. So you kind of get the ding, go, but every first one that you go down, you would like to hear this hit. Yes, how large the opening goes, I would suggest do it very large of the opening of the hand, so you just get used to a big movement, get the muscles trained, and then add this one. I want you to notice the difference that if I do this over here, and over here, it does produce a different sound on any guitar. Now mine here is a very solid wood, so it doesn't have a very strong percussive, but it does have a nice sound to use too. And try to also test different guitars. Usually each guitar has its own make and its own style, I would say, so it depends what kind of song that you want to play. And now we're gonna go for the second style of golpe, which is, for my personal liking, I like to use these two middle fingers, and I hit at the same time both together. Now some people, I don't know, might tend to hit only with the nail. You don't want to do that. Ow, ow, ow. It really does hurt. Maybe, I don't know, people are strong enough for a sharp sound like that. Other people might go for the flesh, but that's not going to create a good sound. Try to find your gray area where you will come in contact at the wood with your flesh, and with that pressure that you apply to hit, it's going to go all the way to the nail. So it's like a little cushion before you hit with the nail. And it's got depth to it too, where if I play only with the nail, it's a sharp sound only with the skin, which is really cool too. Or you can use the bone of the finger to create a more sharp sound, just like on the golpe with the thumb. Nail and skin. Now this hit. So this comes from my bone here, and you want to practice that slow because it really does get swollen and bruised. Now, how do we apply this downward golpe on the hit? Well, it's like asking somebody what's going on. It's like doing this twist. So these fingers will twist this way, and this one will point the other way, down there, down there. So it does happen from a large portion of your hand, this twist, and not only from the little fingers. It could, but you want to practice it. It's a large movement. Now if you do this here, obviously the thumb shouldn't go down. You want to keep it rested here for now and practice this twisting action. The index going out and this one goes down. Just start adding a percussive hit. Follow with me, come on. You can do this, it's not hard. And now just as we learned the upper one with the thumb, right when you hit, you want to touch the back of your nail. That's what you want to do here. As you do this twist, you want to bring in. You can lift your thumb if you like to practice it a little bit, make it more comfortable. Try to get this coordinated. Then shoot out the thumb. The index. Shoot it out sometimes. Let it go out. That's why I learned too, because it was easier for me. But many guitarists, I've seen them do a golpe with this one, which is more subtle. This one, which has a quite power because it's the longest one as well. And even as discreet as a little pinky golpe I've seen people play. And it's a very nice way on adding on your guitar. So practicing that slow and releasing the thumb from the guitar, it's a very nice way. I hope you can see the twist. That's the best I can explain it. And then add it here. You can shove it inside the bone so you've got more effect. And let's finish it off by how do we apply it on our 12 bar. There are many very beautiful ways. And I would suggest don't start with a golpe straight away. Add it after a 12 or 12 counts. Meaning you can go 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 12. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I hope you can see the usage I've done of it there. I started with a continuous golpe here. And just by adding a little bit more force on our accents, I also get a louder golpe there. Yes, and the second time around I was just adding the down golpe just on the accents. You don't want to be doing it continuously. You could. I use that mainly when I'm playing tango, because it creates this little upward beat feel, but I think it's better to do it on the accent. So you would practice going 1 and 2 and you get ready for it, 3, change to the A, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12. Now there I just went ticky ticky tick. You can do that, but to finish a phrase that you're going to change your chord progression. Sometimes people refer to little techniques like that as the llamada, which in Spanish means literally the call. When you do a twist of a chord progression which wasn't steady and you just added something there, or when you go faster, you know something is about to happen, just like watching a movie and the killer comes with a big knife. You know something is going to happen there because the music in the background goes bum 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 bum, it tenses up. So that's I think a simple way of thinking of the llamada. Well, I hope you guys liked it. I hope I haven't overanalyzed it, but I know there's many of you out there that you hear the sounds coming out of the guitar and you would like to get a more familiar view and point of view of it, and how it can be applied into many beautiful ways in your playing and have real fun at it. Give it a lot of amount of practice. It's more than worth it, because now you can see the applications of it. So when you practice, it's nice to always imagine and visualize what you really have to earn from all that hard work that you practice just one technique. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care, God bless. See you on the next video.